There was a talk that I did not too long ago about failure, and it was fascinating because when you really lean into it, I think we all talk about, oh, failure, you learn from mistakes. But if you really want to make it part of your process where you can accept that that's going to happen in another human being, like I think we all acknowledge we make mistakes. Sometimes it is harder for us to accept that other people are making mistakes too, whether that's us individually, our teams, you know, leaders in the community. Nobody's perfect, and yet still striving for perfection, you know, still striving to be the absolute best you can be. I think for a lot of folks and a lot of organizations, there's a tension there, and sometimes it's hard to keep that balance. I think, though, it's something that I see we embrace a lot at how we go about our work at JMI.
Well, we do, and you know, but the mistake piece is tricky, James,
Yeah, it
because
is.
mistakes is perspective also. You know,
Yeah.
certain things we place a lot of pressure on when we shouldn't place as much pressure on it ourselves and our employees. And then the recovery from the mistakes. If
Yeah.
I make a mistake,
Yeah.
I can hide it pretty easily because I control the checkbook. You all make a mistake, you can't hide the mistake. Sometimes they're glaring. But it's up to me to let you know it's a good mistake and then walk away and then come back a couple of days later and say, would you learn from that? And if we don't have a conversation about it, then I've done you a disservice. But if you don't appreciate the fact that we're having a conversation about it, you've also done yourself a disservice because you aren't truly trying to learn from it. If you take the conversation as it's an admonishment, you know, I'm beating you up for something, and you know, that's not the case at all. Your boss is beating you up for having a conversation about a mistake. Where you really want to be able to say is meet him on the front side of the conversation and say, hey, I know that I probably didn't do this as well as I could have done it. Here's some things I probably would do better the next time around.